Or trying.
What's the difference between live and off air?
Live is we're recording.
Yeah, it will actually record it for
it's what we're graded on.
Hey, so you guys just want to come back to this? I don't know.
I'll put a question mark by it.
I mean, I can see both because
We'll come back. We can come back to it later.
But I ended up going with C because I thought it's a corporation's earnings. That's why I went with it.
We could come back to it later.
Yeah. So number 4, I got B.
Also C.
Got C.
Yeah, what did we say for C? Oh, Charlie.
For 4?
No, 3. Wait, no, hello. I'm looking at different numbers here. Because I have all my answers in one form.
Okay, so we you guys explain
I know. Explain that to
Are we still on number 4?
Yeah, would you explain why it's B?
Yeah, I said it was C. Is there a dispute? Or?
No, yeah, or I did say C.
Oh, my teeth hurt.
Well, I picked B.
B as in Bravo?
Yeah.
For what? What number?
I froze out for moving on, or are we still on number 4?
Well, why is the stock market or why is the bond market a financial market, not a intermediary?
What?
Why is the bond market not a financial intermediary?
A financial intermediary is like a bank. They're basically...
And mutual funds, right?
Yeah, banks and mutual funds. Those are intermediaries. The markets are bonds and stocks.
Okay. Okay, so 5. I got A.
I got A.
Also A. Somebody got C? I got A.
Anyone disagree? Okay, 6. I got A again.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about number 6 now?
Yeah, we just finished 5, didn't we?
All right, I got A for number 6 as well.
Okay.
Anyone disagree? Okay, 7.
Mine is C.
I also got C.
For number 7?
Number
Yeah.
7, Charlie.
8. I got A, but I have a question for it.
I also got A.
Anyone get anything different? No.
Doesn't sound like it.
I don't remember for 8.
Okay, I have to switch
Okay.
over.
9. I got A.
I also got A.
9, I got A. Oh,
I thought they had less risk. Bonds compared to stocks.
No, they're higher risk.
We're talking about short-term, long-term, aren't we? Number 9?
Yep. Long-term bonds are a higher risk.
Oh. The question is about long term, not short term. Never mind.
Okay. All right, so number 10, I got B.
I got B as well.
Number 10, I got Bravo.
And there's one B in here, guys. There's a B. That's good.
All right. So 11, I got C.
Wait, are we on? Wait, didn't we get different answers for 10?
I got B.
No, I thought everyone got Bravo.
Oh, never mind then. 11.
Charlie.
C.
I also got Charlie.
Anyone disagree? All right. 12, I got D.
Are we talking about number 12?
Yes. D is in Delta.
Is private savings part of that equation?
See, 11, 12.
My understanding is private savings aren't part of that equation. It might be part of.
Right, okay. I know what I was thinking.
I can't tell you.
It would be,
Anyways, I think it's B. B.
Fourth.
okay. Anyone disagree? Okay, 13, I got B.
I got
B.
Everyone got Bravo? Okay, 14.
Sounds like it.
14's the one I didn't get yet. I circled A, but I erased it, so.
Yeah, no 14.
So national saving is how much the government saves in money, and public saving is how much the public saves in money, which isn't necessarily the same thing. So if they increase taxes, since I'm part of the public, I would be losing money, so I wouldn't have as much money to save, but the government gets to save more money because they got more revenue. So I would say B.
Yep.
Wait, so B for 14.
A. Like there was in the walkthrough, one of the lessons that said that the tax expenditures went down, so then the public savings went up, which meant the national savings went up.
Wait, hold on, what?
I didn't hear a word she said.
For the
Every other word.
walkthrough, and it did an example, and it was saying that the government expenditures, which went with public savings with the taxes and stuff, it went down. So it meant that the public. Oh wait, no, that's just for government. Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm lost. That was me. Yeah, never mind.
So are we saying it's Bravo, or is there still a dispute?
Let's just say B for the sake of saying B.
It's always B.
All right,
B, make her come back now.
okay. I put A down, but I also. Okay, I put A.
Well, like I said, the government saves money, that's national saving, but the public has to pay those taxes, so they don't have as much to save.
I think it's A.
What's your reason for A?
Just gut feeling. I had already answered the questions, but I overrode them, so I lost my answers.
Gut feeling.
Are you on 15, Jonathan?
I'm ready for 15.
I was answering for 15.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, we're talking about 15 now?
Yeah. So we got Alpha.
Okay, I got A.
Okay. Whew.
I thought we were still talking about 14, sorry.
16, I put alpha, but I also put a question mark. So
I also put a question mark and got the same answer.
and I
know they mentioned it somewhere in the book, but I
put
don't-
13-2B. What did everyone else get for that?
I got C or D.
Okay, let me run a search. Hold on.
Well, in the first paragraph it says, the term saving and investment can sometimes be confusing because they use them interchangeably. But it says, by contrast, national income accounts use these terms carefully and distinctly. So I just wasn't sure.
You said that's in the introduction?
Well, that's what it says in the introduction on 13-2B. It says savings and investing can be confusing because people use them interchangeably, but national income accountants use these terms very carefully. So, but I know reading through here, I couldn't find anything specifically about investment.
Well, that's one individual saving, so wouldn't that be private saving or private investing?
Right.
It sounds like it's A because that's the only reason. That's the most likely one from what I've heard.
Alex,
I don't think it's B.
C or D.
Unfortunately, no.
I think it's A, but I found it, but now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it.
I don't think it's C because saving can refer to any group, whereas national saving is specifically the government. And we already talked about a difference between public and national saving, so I don't think it's D.
Okay.
Because one is government saving.
At the beginning of 13B, 13-2B,
It mentions something about the difference.
it says the terms saving and investment can sometimes be confusing. Most people use these terms casually and sometimes interchangeably. That is at the beginning of 13-2B.
I still think it's A.
Okay. All right. Okay. I guess moving on. 17. I got B as in Bravo.
Same.
B.
I don't have an answer for this one.
Do you remember
18.
the equation?
Thomas, do you remember the equation?
Nope.
It's nominal interest rate minus rate of inflation.
I'll figure it out again. I already answered it, but maybe it's in my notes.
18. I got alpha.
I also got alpha.
Thank goodness, because I suck at the supply and demand curves. All right, 19. Did anyone disagree with that?
Number 18, no, I got alpha.
Okay. So 19, I got alpha again.
I got Bravo.
All right.
Because if people are gonna offer a investment tax credit, which means you get to save more money. People are gonna be like, "Ooh, okay, we should borrow money then." And well, okay. I remember seeing it somewhere in the book. That would be better.
It's in the book, but I thought an investment tax credit was credit for borrowing more.
Yeah, that would be an increase in demand because that would encourage you to borrow more because the government's offering you a tax break.
So wouldn't that move you from point A to point C?
Oh man,
I did say it was an increase in demand. Okay, I might want to change my answer. Let me review 18 again just to be sure I know what I'm doing. Ah, okay, yeah, you're right. A, my mistake.
it would increase it.
It would increase demand. I just was being a doofus.
So it would
I
move
mixed
from
up the
A to
supply and
C.
demand curves.
Anyone disagree?
No, but it made me second guess myself.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
So for 20, what did you guys get?
D.
20D.
D.
Delta. Okay.
So the only one that we're missing is number 3, right?
Yes.
Or wasn't it number 8 we were also kind of struggling with? Or is that just me? Might be just me.
I don't think it was number 8.
I have a question mark.
I was struggling with
Does
that.
anybody disagree with A?
That's what I have, but I've got a question mark by about 5 of them.
Are we talking about number 8?
Yeah, that's what I put was A. Just because
Well, I think one thing we can do is if a firm sells more shares of stock, does that mean the supply of stock is affected or the demand for stock is affected?
What question are we talking about?
I thought we were talking about number 8.
Oh, okay.
See, number 8, I chose A, but I wasn't exactly sure.
I think number 3 was the only one that we were.
Yeah, but on number 8, I also have checked A, alpha. But
Also, you guys have a
It sounds like we all got the same answer, but some of us are confused on why that's the right answer. That's why I wanted to explain it.
Okay.
So if a firm sells new shares of stock, would that affect supply or demand?
okay, hold on. It would affect supply, but how? It would
Because
decrease.
you got more stock available to buy.
The demand's not affected.
But they are selling it. They're not offering. When you offer, you still have this stock for sale. But once you already sold it, you have less stock available to sell.
Like it decreases still.
It's on the market. Well, if the company owns the stock, it means it's not in the market. That means it's not part of the supply. Whereas if the company is selling stock, then that means it's part of the market. People can buy it, so the supply increases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get that. I think I'm okay now.
Yeah, it goes 2G.
I think I'm okay, so we can go to 3. Go back to 3.
Number 3. Honestly, I think it's just a matter of wording. Because it's not real specific on whether it's earnings or profit. I mean, it's
Okay, retained profits. Retained earnings is the stuff are the dividends that have not been paid to the stockholders, and the firm retained them so they can further invest. So that is not retained earnings. and it's not a dividend. So it's either alpha or Charlie by process of elimination.
Right. That's where we're at.
So and I found it, but now I can't since I lost my notes. Oh man.
In a corporation's earnings or accounting profit. So it uses both earnings and profit in.
Oh, I found it. On 13-1B, right below what it says key numbers for stock watchers. If you look the price earnings ratio.
Right.
A corporation's earnings or accounting profit is the amount of revenue it receives for the sale of its products minus its costs of production as measured by the accountants.
I think on this one, you just make your best judgment.
At least you narrowed it down to a 50-50 chance.
Right, because it uses both earnings and profit. The only reason I picked earnings was just
A corporation's earnings, or okay, it's earnings.
But I'm going by that part as I'm reading it.
I'm almost positive it's earnings.
But my first choice was Charlie, but that is based on what I remember from my other economics class. So anyway.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. So do we choose? I mean, at least I have Charlie.
Okay.
I have C.
We think it. Some of us think it's alpha because in the book, let's see, reference with 13-1B under price earnings ratio.
Here, I
The
can
very
show you.
first sentence.
Oh,
The very
yeah.
first sentence defines what. Huh?
I have it up on the screen.
Oh.
If you guys can see that.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Price
Yeah,
earning ratio. It says both earnings, but it says accounting profit. I think
It
earnings
says a
is
corporation's
non-specific.
earnings.
Yeah, I think it's earnings, but it's kind of, if you want to take a shot at profit, that's totally
No,
up to
that's
you.
No, economic profit is different from accounting profit.
I agree.
I don't remember what the difference is. I just remember there's a difference.
But
Yeah, and I don't think here we talk about economic profit. Or let me do a quick search. Economic. How do you spell economic? Okay, never mind.
it's not economic, I don't think. But anyways, we good?
Economic profit is not included in the book. I copied to my OneNote and I
think-
can't find it.
Okay.
It doesn't look like we have any other questions.
All right. Easy peasy.
All right.
Guys, next week.
Next Monday.
All right.
See you guys.
Monday.
Bye.
Bye.